Okay, hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How's everybody doing? Hope you all are well. I've been missing, MIA. Yes, I know. But, so tonight, the way things are gonna work, okay, that's notices. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the chat. There we go. Okay. Okay, who do we have? We have Darky. Hello, Ameka. Welcome, my sweet girl. Yes, I did receive your donation. Dark Angel. Hello, Rhonda. Yeah, I've been just so busy. And, now some of the chaos is dying down because the wedding is done. It was yesterday. I mean, I had everything from decorations to helping the setup to baking cookies. There were 4 of us involved in cookies. And then at the end of the night, last night, we had to take down the decorations and package up leftover cookies. I now have a beautiful daughter-in-law. Okay, and 3 wonderful step-grandchildren. But I do want to get this show on the road because I'm going to be limited on time today. I'm not going to stay on here forever. And, oops, that's not what I want to do. I'm just setting everything up here. There we go. There, and I am shrunken. Thank you, Rhonda. Now, let me see if I can do something here. Okay. No, that's not going to work either. Okay. Daisy. Daisy Duke. Quiet. 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 As always, Daisy's going to run her mouth. She hates the lawn care in the neighborhood. She gets upset. And then until they stop, she doesn't stop. Okay. So, Dark Angel, we're going to go ahead and draw for you. Okay. You wanted to know a little bit more. You said the test is done. You want to know if you passed or how you did, right? Yep. Now, donations are not required tonight. They're appreciated. I'm going to let, when I call on you, those that I'm drawn to, you can ask a question. Not going to be in-depth readings, but not putting a price tag on donations because I want everybody to, if you feel called to. I had a little boo-boo with my car last night, or yesterday, on my way to the venue. When I pulled into the parking lot, there was this lamppost. And at the bottom of this lamppost was this round, like a round yellow base. And it was below my eyesight, and I smacked it. I bent something. Because now my steering wheel is off-center. It's off-center, and something's not right. So my neighbor's going to have to look at it, and I'm thinking, okay. He says it could be, I could have been a tie rod end or something. So he's got to take a look at it, hopefully tomorrow, before Mother's Day. So anyhow, that's going to be more money out of my pocket. Yes, all is good. Okay. Okay, Dark Angel. See what we have for you. We do have the Hangman in the reverse. So, which is kind of saying it's not going to take long for you to get your results back. Okay? I think they're going to come back rather quickly. Knight of Swords is somebody on a mission. Again, that's speed. You're going to get your results back in the speed. Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. That's a lack of patience. So this is just showing your energy and what's going on around it. So you're going to get your results. And you're going to be able to rest. Put this to rest, finally. Page of Swords, and news coming in. Learning it. Queen of Pentacles. Responsible. Again, it's just saying you're going to have to be patient. I am feeling like High Priestess, Ace of Cups. You're going to risk, even though you don't know the answer yet, you just got to kind of trust it that it is going to be a positive result. So I would say yes, you passed. Even though you feel like you're left hanging right now, that energy is not going to last for long. Okay. Please hold your questions until I call on you. Okay. Okay. Okay, whoever I'm drawn to, that's who I will read for. If you want to guarantee a reading, there is a donation link. You could go ahead and donate something. But that's the only stipulation with donations is they're guaranteed a reading. Everyone else, you know, I'm just going to go ahead and just see who I'm called to. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to go, maybe I'll just go down the line. Rhonda, are you still here? Okay, would you like to ask a question for a quick reading? Just simple ones. Okay. There's certain decks that I like too. I got a few decks out here, and this is the one I'm called for you. See see how this will resonate for you. I shuffled reversals into this, but I don't read reversals so well. I will just turn them upright if they come out reversed. Okay. Messages for Rhonda. Okay, Rhonda. What I'm getting here is just kind of funny how the cards are falling. We have, is my camera crooked? A little bit. Yep, it sure was. Okay. What I'm getting, we have fence sitter as a theme. The fence sitter is watching and waiting and not taking any kind of action about something. That kind of, it's the react mode, not taking initiative but reacting to what somebody else does, kind of waiting to see what they are going to do. We do have a karmic shift and broken chalices and veil. I don't know if you've had a split with somebody, some kind of broken relationship, romantic or non-romantic. It could be a friendship, it could be family. But this is kind of showing me something broken in the relationship realm. It could even be business or work that is still hidden. Maybe the reasons why something went south. But the universe wants you to know that it has to do with karma. Okay? Some kind of karmic connection. Some kind of karmic. In other words, it feels like very much past life karma playing out. And it's a shift, even though you don't understand the reasons why. Some things we're not meant to know right now. With the exception of, they say, it is a shift, it is a change that happened. And it has to do with some kind of past life thing. They don't want you to worry or concern yourself with it too much. It's almost like some kind of karmic debt being paid. Okay? And it was meant to happen, and I just want to say it feels like it is to open up doors to something better. You're welcome, Rhonda. Okay, then I'll go on to Renee. And you wanted a general? Okay, I need to take this. Hold on for a minute. Shit. Hold on. Hold on. My son that just got married is messaging me about the cookies. He wanted to know where did they go, and I was telling him where they went. He says, "Well, can you tell my aunt to put some aside because Kim wants her peanut butter blossoms and he wants his chocolate chip cookies." I'm just waiting to make sure he doesn't need anything else. Okay. Okay. I do apologize about that. Okay. And I guess I'm back live again. Okay. The camera's back online. Alright. Next time I'll just answer him on my... I took the phone down because he was trying to call in. And then I realized he sent me a text that I didn't see. Next time I'll just answer him via text. Okay, on my computer. Since I could text him from my Mac. Alright. Okay, we're on Renee. Okay, Renee. Okay. What message of spirit do you have for Renee, please? Wow, you got the veil too. Okay, this is interesting. Inheritance. That's the family legacy. This is how I know if how straight my camera is. There we go. Got handcuffs. 4-leaf clover. Veil. Finger of God. Finger of God is working behind the veil, behind the scenes, in a situation at home. There seems to be some kind of home life situation, family situation, that you feel like your hands are tied, There's no options. There's nothing that you can do. It may be in regards to finance. I'm just kind of picking up a financial aspect here. But Lady Luck is on your side. Behind the veil, behind the scenes, what you're not seeing is the finger of God working in your favor, in your home, in your finances, in your life right now. So, I feel like you have an answer that's coming, it's on its way. Okay? I want to say an answer to prayer. Okay. Okay. So let's see who else is going to be next. Okay, how I'm doing these for those just popping on. I am doing this in a way of whoever I'm called to, and that I will do readings for, with the exception of those that donate. Those who donate are guaranteed a reading. Okay. Okay, Omega. Omega. I would like you would love a free reading, not for me, but for your best friend who's living with her baby's father. He is very violently abusive. He calls her names. They got a baby. He really said, okay. He set the apartment on fire. Holy cow. The first thing I get, Omega, is God helps those who help themselves. She has to really want to get out. She has to stop making excuses for him. Okay? Only herself can she set herself free. Because what I'm getting already, and I already thought this, Cornucopia, the woman, she's worried about surviving. She's worried about the physical, financial stuff. Okay? And the butterfly is a freedom or transformation. Heritage. The cards are just confirming that she can only transform her own life to promote growth and prosperity. The executioner. She is the one who has to make the decision to finally get out. And with the 3 black birds, you could talk all you want with her. She could talk to lots of people, or people could try to approach her. She could be talking to groups of people, but it's all talk. She has to be ready. Shit. Despite all that abusive stuff, Omega, she loves this asshole, okay? She loves this asshole, and that is why she's still holding on to it. It's the transformation and changing her life is in her hands. Okay? She has to stop confusing. It feels very codependent. Okay. Okay. Okay, Star Winters. Thank you, Crafty One. Okay. Now, I'm only going to be doing readings for about an hour. For those just joining, everybody, whoever I'm called to, can get a free reading. Those that donate are guaranteed a reading. I did not put a dollar amount on what I want or what I'm expecting. It's just whatever you feel led. Okay, Star. So right now I'm just working towards trying to get my car repaired again. I think it's a tie rod. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, you've got cornucopia. You got the fox. Somebody get... And the finger of God. I don't know if this is relationship. Or if this is job related. But something here feels off. The fox is a kind of like that red flag that's waving to signal deceptiveness or something is not quite right. Sometimes it's resourcefulness. But I'm getting a little bit of sneakiness, a little bit of slyness. Something is not quite right with something being offered to you that looks like it's a godsend, but there's red flags. And it feels monetary. Could be a job offer or something like that. Trinity, working together. It feels like a group. So this could be something like a company wanting to, or a partner. I don't know what you do for a living. It just feels like somebody wanting to team up with you. And I mean team, because the Trinity is more than just one person wanting to partner up with another. That's the partnership. That's a union of two. Trinity is a group. It's more than one. So that's why I say this feels like a group trying to extend something, promising you all kinds of wealth and riches and money. You're going to make all this money. And you feel, and they make it look like, oh, this is the answer to my prayers. This is a godsend. However, there's something wrong with it. And I'm being told to tell you, read the fine print. Okay. Okay, Dream Ford. I'm really being drawn to you. That is a very open-ended question. I understand you're fighting cancer. I do. I'm so sorry to hear that. I will definitely keep you in my prayers. Finding love. It could be the day before you pass away, or it could be tomorrow. You have to make yourself available to find love too. Like, you can't just hide out in your house and expect somebody to just come knocking on your door. It's not going to happen. You're welcome, Star. So, but let's just see. Let's just throw a few cards here. Olive tree. Something deeply rooted. That is about family. Deeply rooted. Mustard seed. The seed has to be planted before it can take root. This is about planting roots. This is about setting the stage. Cards are just confirming exactly what I just said. The sun. The sun will shine on the seed, and you got to nurture it to get that tree to grow. The potential is there. Lovers. I can't make this shit up. The answer is not a definitive yes, is not a definitive no. The answer says it lies in your own hands. You have to make yourself available. The sun is also about exposure. Not just happiness, but it's also about exposure. It is about nurturing and about exposure. So, as I said, the cards are, intuitively, I had that initial message when I was shuffling. Intuitively, and the cards are confirming. You got to plant the seed. Put yourself out there and expose yourself in an environment. I couldn't tell you that. That's too deep of a read for these tonight. Dating sites, I don't know. Mr. Right's not going to come and knock on your door. Social media, I don't know. Local singles hangouts, I don't know what you have in your area. Hello, BP. Okay. Okay, crafty one. I'll probably do this for about 20 minutes longer, and then I will be done. Okay, crafty one. Did you want to ask any specific questions for a quick answer? Okay. Yes and no questions are not, they're difficult. I can ask, what do you need to know about the situation with your sister-in-law? And then possibly get you an answer like that. Okay. You're welcome. Deanna, you're welcome. Okay. Crafty one. Okay, you got the mustard seed. A seed being planted. I don't know what that is. It started out small. Player. Magi. Jacob's ladder. So whatever she did, she planted a seed that put you in a hole. I don't know what kind of hole that was, but you're kind of feeling played by her. It almost feels like you try to plant a seed in regards to some sense of guidance, giving her guidance or something, maybe even giving her help. But you feel like she played you, and now you're kind of like in a hole as a result. I don't know how close I am on that. That's awesome, Omega. Ah! The mustard seed makes sense. The player, yeah. High tower, corporation. Star of Bethlehem is that guidance. Guidance by big corporation or even authority. Honestly, scapegoat. I don't know what she is blaming him for or trying to put. I feel like she's guilty of something. It almost, I don't know if she has a gambling problem or not. Crafty one. But it feels like she played something or did something that it's like she took a chance on something that she shouldn't have. Yeah, I've had this deck Star for many, many, many years. I don't know if it's still available on Etsy or not. It's called the Magi Method. Anyhow, she's playing around, or she did something with some money that I'm just seeing that he could be left out in the cold unless he takes legal action. I'm getting legal counsel here. He might have to take some legal action. I wish I could say Crafty wanted she would do the right thing. I don't see that. And You're welcome, Star. I just think that I didn't even want to sit in that energy very long because I don't even like her energy. I really don't. Lady Rider. Hello, 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 my dear. I hear you, crafty one. Hey, Lady Rider, are you here? There you go. Decent housing, huh? So we're going to ask Spirit what a Spirit wanted to let you know or talk about in regards to your housing situation. Okay, we got the hamster wheel. And now Daisy's she hates lawnmowers and she hates motorbikes. Somebody had a motorbike and she's all upset now. Fence sitter. Broken chalice. Diamond ring. Daisy, the diamond ring is a commitment. Okay? And it's not always have to be a romantic commitment. In this case, we're talking about housing. The hamster wheel is the theme. Same thing over and over again. That you feel out of sorts here. And it feels like here, Daisy, hush. It feels like that you are waiting. I don't know if you're waiting for the other shoe to drop but it's like you're waiting for something to happen for you to react. And again, I'm getting this energy, just like for someone else I read for, you got to take some action. That was Omeka's friend that needs to take action. Your case is the same thing, but it doesn't have to do with an abusive relationship. Well, maybe it can. Maybe it has to do with a landlord or something like that. But the broken chalice in this instance is talking about, instead of a broken relationship, it's a breaking of the chains. It's what I'm getting. Breaking that hamster wheel that you found yourself caught on. And when you truly, truly commit to breaking that, and getting off the fence and being more proactive, you're going to find better housing. Okay. All right. BP, would you like a reading? Okay, BP, what would your question be? Yes, it can. Yep, we could certainly ask the cards what you need to know. This card really wants to come out. It kept on trying to come out twice. So we're going to keep it. Let's pull it over. The Lovers card. The Lovers is a very special connection. It can be romantic, but doesn't have to be. Angel. Yeah, there's some kind of soulmate type connection. A very special bond, romantic or otherwise. A change, karmic shift. The no. I don't know if you have... Okay. This is kind of making sense. Is this a relationship is there a relationship question on your mind? I'm just curious. Because the Lovers is the theme here. And we got an angel. Angel is somebody who's innocent or somebody that we think is innocent. Okay? That something seemed to have changed within this connection. And whatever question you had on your mind, I don't know what it was, the answer is no. But it's somebody that you felt you had a special bond with. Does that make sense? Okay. There you go. Okay. Yes, my day went well. Thank you, Lady Rider. I don't think I think actually I got everybody at this point. I want to do something just off the wall here. I'm probably going to take a deeper dive into this. Omega, that's a hard question. And not something that I can answer in 10 minutes. Best advice I could give you is YouTube. Search for videos on how to open your third eye. Meditating is a big thing. And a big thing that in order to meditate, you have to eliminate distractions. Turn off the phone. Close the door. Try to find some quiet time. If you can't during the day, maybe you have to do it late at night when everybody's in bed. But maybe some guided meditations. Try those. There's a lot of guided meditations on YouTube. So, anyhow, I just want to throw a couple cards on this new Pope. Pope Leo, he's from Chicago. I predicted that the that Pope Francis was not going to last much longer. And they were trying to push him out. And he passed away a couple weeks ago. So, before I take a deep dive in a video all on its own, let's see what this deck has to say. Just a minute, Donna. So I'm tapping into something else about the new Pope. I can't make this shit up. Ruler. He's a ruler. He's about being in charge of the Catholic Church. Veil. That's interesting. That is super fucking interesting. Executioner. Oh, snap. Butterfly. Transform. Allegedly speaking, entertainment purposes only. This is talking about both popes. Pope Leo was already pre-chosen. All this bullshit about in the Vatican about them doing all these rituals to try to find a pope. They already had him. It was quiet. The executioner and the butterfly, the plan the whole time was to get Pope Francis out and bring Pope Leo in. Purposefully. Behind the scenes. In other words, for entertainment purposes only, just a card reading. Somebody took some action and sent the Pope to the other side on purpose. Pope Francis. There we go. I wanted to have a little bit of fun there. Okay. Okay, Donna. Yeah. I agree, crafty one. Yeah, probably in the week ahead, I'm going to do a deeper dive on the Pope. Absolutely, Rhonda. Okay. Okay. Okay, Donna. Okay. Okay. First card out. Handcuffs. Being bound to something. Tied to something. To a group of people. Trinity. Almost being forced to work with with certain groups or going along with the flow. heart. There's a desire to do something. Often. Ruler was turned over in this deck. Turned itself over again. I feel like you are bound by somebody. Somebody that has some sense of authority over you. That you feel like you can't breathe. I almost want to grasp for my breath. So it feels like you feel suffocated by something. And there's a boss and then there's a group of people. Your heart's not in it. You want change. You want something to come to a close. Or something is going to change. Water and the wine. Because things aren't as they seem, water and the wine is also a miracle. Okay. I feel like there's going to be a miracle happen here. Cornerstone. Okay. That's as far as I'm going to go. A miracle happening that restores a sense of stability, because whatever you are bound to, it's not where your heart is. It's not where you want to be. And you're kind of stuck with a certain group of people. Define group in any way you want. Family, friends, job, work. But that's what I'm feeling. But there's some kind of miracle gonna take place. Thank you, Deborah. Okay, I will do one more. Then I'm done. You're welcome, Donna. Okay, Debbie, I will, Deborah, would you like me to throw you some cards? Will be the last reading that I do today. You're welcome, BP. Hey, Deborah. 4-leaf clover. About luck. Short-term window of opportunity. Magi. Being guided. Razor. You're being guided to cut. So, okay. There's going to be a window of opportunity for you. You're being guided towards cutting off Something that you think was good for you. Finger of God. Things are playing out the way that they're supposed to be playing out, honey. Comfortable as it may seem. But to me, you're going to have some kind of greater opportunity being brought in by God or the universe. But you're being guided to cut something off. Let me just pull one card for this razor. Show me the razor. The sun. This could be literal. Son, child. Or recognizing a sense of exposure. So exposing is something that needs to be cut off. Being enlightened about it. But I'm going to leave it there. Okay. Okay. Okay, guys. This has been fun. I need to end this now. I'm tired. I'm just getting back into this. I've been away from my cards for a while. You know, and I got to build up my energy again. Getting back to it. So, I thank you all for joining me today. Oops. I did a boo-boo. There we go. Talking about on my screen. Why is that doing that? There we go. Hold on. Hold on. I'm screwing all kinds of things up here. Anyhow, I need to stop playing. There we go. There we go. Yes, it was fun. Okay, I'm like exhausted. So, let you guys go. And I thank you for tuning in, and I will see you guys next time. Love and light.